Okay, so I'm going to try to do the push-up the way that you taught it. I don't normally touch my chest to the ground during my push-ups. I'll try it. Never have, but okay. As you said, many fitness professionals don't do this. So here we go. Oh. Yeah, that's definitely deeper. Thank you.
Sarah, that was awesome. I don't have a single complaint about or critique about your push-ups. So the new burden on you is to, I guess, do more reps and find ways to make it more difficult. But just for the purpose of ingraining it into our brains more deeply about what a perfect push-up looks like, and for anybody that might be watching this that is curious about more. So here's what you did that made your push-up so perfect. Okay, first, I was looking at your low back. You weren't dipping down like this like people do. Your core and your abs were scooped, protecting your lower back and engaging your muscles properly. You were also drawing your kneecaps up towards your hips, which helps engage all of your muscles properly, especially the lower body and the core muscles with that one. And you kept everything in a straight line all the way from the crown of your head, all the way back to your heels. Your entire body was elongated, your spine, your neck, everything was elongated. And a major part where a lot of people goof this up, including a lot of fitness professionals, is at the top up phase of a push-up, they don't protract their shoulders all the way forward. And you did it. I was watching closely to that as well. So you protracted your shoulder blades forward. And you know what that does when you do that? The primary mover of scapular protraction is the serratus anterior muscles along the intercostals, along the rib bones here. That runs this way. And the antagonist to that is going to be the rhomboids. Primary mover is scapular retraction. So you've got the protagonist and the antagonist sort of switching roles there, depending on if you're on the up phase or the down phase. But it's right at the end there where you protract your shoulders out. That's what works these muscles. And most people have very weak serratus anterior muscles, and they've got very weak rhomboids, which means as they get older, they start to feel older. And people walk with, hunched over back and rounded shoulders and forward head tilt and kyphosis and lordosis of the spine. That's a big part of that. So that is why, in my objective observation, being able to hold a plank and do a push-up perfectly with perfect form and great strength is one of the best things you can do to condition your body to be able to do, because it's very much a fountain of youth concept that will have you looking and feeling and performing and moving and functioning younger, more youthful like as you get older. So high five, way to go. And correct me if I'm wrong, Sarah, I'm guessing doing a push-up like that with a full range of motion, going all the way down where you're scraping your chest but not resting there, and then coming back up with the full range, straightening the arms, protracting the shoulders, keeping the abs scooped, kneecaps drawn towards the hips, everything elongated. I'm guessing that significantly brought your rep count down, right? And that's going to make you stronger and more youthful as you get up there in years. Absolutely. So now your onus is going to be to find ways to make them more challenging, which I've got other videos on how to do stuff like that. So check those out. And for people that are, just starting, the average person that's just starting, or anybody that's just starting, really, when you're doing a push-up and you're showing somebody perfect form, the first thing that's going to go on them almost every single time, if not 100% of the time, is going to be their low back is going to dip like this, because their core and their low back is so weak, because those are muscles we don't condition. So when you show somebody the perfect form for a perfect push-up, it's going to expose that weakness, which is a good thing, because that represents opportunity for them to strengthen that up properly. And then as you get strong, now Sarah, what you demonstrated is showing that you're already strong. And I know that because you didn't have that dip. When you went to the point of momentary muscular failure and you couldn't do anymore, it's because your upper body, your arms, your shoulders were just, they gave out. You worked them to their peak capacity, right? It wasn't your low back that dipped. You could have kept going as far as your low back and your core muscles go, because you're strong, because you've been doing this for a while. So anybody watching this who doesn't have that, Sarah started at a place where she was weak, I'm sure. I started at a place where I was weak. That through a daily conditioning, a full body conditioning and a lifestyle, not just a silver bullet, but a lifestyle and full body conditioning, the core muscles are going to strengthen up so that at some point when you're doing a push-up, the thing that's going to give out when you go to momentary muscular failure is going to be your upper body, your arms, your shoulders, and your core is going to be so strong, you'd be able to keep going if it wasn't for your arms giving out. So that's pretty cool. Way to go, Sarah. High five.
Okay, so I don't normally do planking the way that you taught it. I'm going to try it. I'm pulling out a timer right now. You said 2 minutes. And as you said, many fitness professionals don't go 2 minutes, and I'm guilty for that. So I'm going to try 2 minutes, and I'm going to do it your style. Or I'm going to attempt to do your style. Hopefully I do it right. We've got the timer here. And ready, set, go. Alright. I feel like that's the position that you were in. So not to really, I think here is what you posed for me. We're going to try to hold this 2 minutes. $30. I'm not much of a planker. Now I do my planks, but usually 1 minute at a time. And I do them on my forearms. So this is a little different. I think this might. 1 minute. It burns pretty bad. My shoulders, I feel my shoulders all the way by my elbows. Oh, I'm shaking. My legs are shaking. My core. Oh, yep. Trying to keep the form. 1 minute, 30 seconds. Whew. That's pretty intense. Oh, yeah, it definitely hurts. 1:45. Ow. Ow. 1 minute. 2 minutes, I mean. Okay. I stopped at 2:04. Just to give me the time took me to set up. Yeah, I don't normally go 2 minutes. I remember when I first started doing planks, just trying to get to a minute, I guess I pretty much conquered that. So, doing this just now, what I realized was doing it for 2 minutes made me feel like a beginner all over again. I was getting the shakes, I was getting the cramps, my legs were tightening, everything was clenching. So, that was awesome. Thanks for sharing.
I want to do more of these. This was fun. Bye for now, everybody.